jokes, let me know, sir.
Sliding down your block, yeah, we pop up with no warning. Demon time at night, can't wait until the morning.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we are going to be reacting to top 10 scariest theme park accidents. So, haven't seen this, obviously. It's part of the reaction. So, we'll give credit to who it is below. So, with that, we're going to hop into it. Don't want to delay too much. I actually got to get this.
I'm nervous.
I know I am too a little.
Zach is terrified of heights, so he doesn't do roller coasters. So this is just going to make him not do them even more.
I did one and I almost died.
So we're talking about Oakwood Theme Park. And I'm talking about the theme park in Pembrokeshire, Wales. So back in April, a 16-year-old girl was identified as Hayley Williams. She visited a theme park where she decided to go to Europe's fastest and wettest water ride. Well, she sadly fell to her death from the top of the ride.
Nope.
She was airlifted to the hospital where she was pronounced dead there. So Hayley was on this ride with a group of friends.
Water.
There was a 10-year-old sitting in front of her who was also injured. And he was taken to the hospital with head injuries. There was a lawsuit that lasted years. But in 2008, the park was fined $250,000 British pounds. There was an investigation that revealed basic safety procedures that was widely ignored by staff overseeing the ride. The day that Hayley died, 87% of all passengers were not safety checked.
Now, in at the number 9 spot, we have the Discovery Cove in Orlando,
this
Florida. This is where a 59-year-old man, Keith Clark, he went on holidays, but poor Keith ended up getting a blood infection after stubbing his toe on a piece of coral. He was rushed to the hospital, and not one, but 2 of his legs were gone. All of them. All 2, both. Sadly, Keith ended up dying from the blood infection. Now, before the accident, Keith did suffer from a condition called hemophilia. It's a disorder that impairs the body's ability to control blood clotting. Now, although my legs are short, I like them the way they are, so I think I'm staying away from Discovery Cove. That's all.
Moving on to New Jersey's Action Park. This theme park has a bad history, and they come in to number... They have been considered to have the worst reputation of any amusement park in history. There's a top 10 list of this amusement park alone in all its dangerousness.
Wow.
This is a perfect storm for unsafe rides. One man died when one of the rides he was on, the car leaped off the Alpine slide, causing him to smash his head into a rock.
What you mean leap?
This terrifying accident. The lawsuit was too much for the park, so the owners were forced to close it down. A few years later, it reopened up by a new company, and this new company now emphasizes on safety.
Okay, so at number
As
7,
they should.
we have the
But they still have it, like everybody has a
Island,
dirty taste in
the
their mouth
Cyclone.
about it, you know?
It's located in New York. And now, right off the bat, I do have to say that it's a wooden roller coaster.
The wooden ones are so
was built back in
spooky.
1927, and the ride has been linked to several injuries and deaths. One of the most recent
goodness.
accidents involved a 53-year-old man by the name of Keith Shirasawa. He snapped his neck because of the force of the first drop in the ride. Also back in 2008, a woman by the name of Paula Noon, she was awarded $1.5 million after suffering injuries from the ride as well. She got a severe neck injury, but here's the thing. 5 years earlier, she did have a neck injury, but she said, however, at the time of her injuries caused by the Cyclone ride, her previous injuries were completely healed, so what she's suffering now is 100% due to this ride.
So in at number 6, we have 19 riders hurt and 1 woman dead. And this happened at the Fujin Ranjin 11 roller coaster. And this is at Expo, which is located in Suita, Osaka, Japan. This is a 6-car
where
roller
y'all
coaster which
going?
passengers stand through the
The
corridor.
ride don't go that way.
A guardrail. This happened when a wheel of one of the axles broke. The
See,
person
I
who
thought it'd be
lost their life was
videos
led
of
by
stuff like
19-year-old
this
Yoshino
happening.
Kogawara,
That's what
who
I
was
thought it
from
was.
I'm glad it
Higasho,
ain't.
I'm kind of
Michigan.
very
She
glad
died
it
after her
ain't.
head was stuck in the guardrail. Her friend has sustained
Her head
serious
was
injuries
stuck
as
in the
well.
guardrail.
The president of the park apologized for the loss. For this was a bad, tragic accident that happened on
What the
Children's
hell is
Day.
that?
31 people were taken to the hospital. There was an investigation, and they found out that the ride's vehicle axles has not been replaced in 15 years. Is this real life right now? So the park was shut down for months and was reopened up. But then
Yes, it should have been.
You know how often
customers
car
wouldn't go
axles
to
work?
this amusement park.
I mean, like,
wonder
I've
why.
went through
One
probably 4.
accident is all it takes.
So now we're halfway through at number 5.
15 years?
This is the Derby Racer roller
Oh,
coaster.
no.
Wait, what? Another wooden roller coaster? Landon, you got me covering another one of these? You know I hate these stuff. Built back in
These stuff.
1911, this was one of the first ever wooden roller coasters ever created. And as you can see from the black and white photos, it looks like something created in the BC era. Shortly after the ride opened, on June 8th, 1911, a young man was catapulted from the ride and splat. 6 years later, another man was thrown off the ride. He landed in front of the ride and ended up getting run over by it. So this ride has two negatives going for it. One, it's killing people.
These
and two,
wooden
it's
rides,
sexist. Men
you
are
know
dying.
the one
Only
at
the third fatality caused
King's
by this
Island.
in
Yeah.
1929.
Oh, I usually get on that one too.
Just
No,
guess what the gender of the person was.
No.
The courts in Massachusetts ruled for this ride to be completely demolished. This was in 1936. It took them that long to shut this thing down. They opened up a ride with the same name 1 year
My
later.
grandma was born
but
around
then
there.
First
that
off,
was
why
demolished
is there
just
roller
over
coaster
10 years after
older than
opening.
him?
Coming in at number 4, we're talking about a place that brings in over 290 million people a year. This is one of the most popular parks ever, and I'm talking about Six Flags. They're actually known for many accidents. Six Flags in Kentucky Kingdom back in 2007, a 13-year-old girl severed
been
her
there, right?
feet on the Superman Tower
Yeah.
ride. In 1981, at Six Flags in New Jersey, a park employee fell to his death, and this is during a ride test. 2008 in Georgia, a teenager decapitated his head while riding the
He didn't do
Batman
nothing.
ride. That story made it all over Fox News. A man died when a sky bucket gondola broke from a cable and fell to the ground below.
Oh,
His
no.
gondola was rocking back and forth.
Oh, I
There was
would
a
not
man
do that
who was
anyway.
thrown from the final turn of the Superman ride. And I'm talking about the Ride of Steel roller coaster. He was rushed to the hospital but lost his life from the impact. Scary moments from Six Flags just goes on and on and on. For you guys who love Six Flags, I'm sorry.
I don't ride
I
anything.
was actually planning to go to Six Flags next month, man, but you ruined it for me.
I'm sorry, man.
Now here is number 3. Let's take you all the way from the US to Canada.
Way up there.
Alberta to be exact. This ride is a mind bender at the Galaxy Land, and the mind bender definitely lives up to its name. It's the world's largest triple loop ride. It's also described as one of the most
Triple?
safest rides in the world. But clearly you know that's a big lie because it made it on this list. Back in 1986, there were
Look at
missing
it.
bolts on the ride that caused a 4-car train to fly off the track. The last car smashed into the support structures, which caused it to then crash into a concrete pillar. And this crash ended up in front of a huge audience that was watching a concert. Like, whoa, talk about close call. Like you're watching your favorite band perform, and then a roller coaster car just lands right beside you.
Y'all
That
dirty for
happened to
that.
4 people.
You
3 people
dirty
on the ride did
for
end
that.
up dying, and the 4th person suffered severe neck and chest injuries.
So we are finally in at number 2, and we're talking about Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disneyland. So there was a couple incidents. Why don't you
I've
start us off?
seen.
Yeah,
I've seen
so
a lot
pictures
about
and
it.
Well, the
posts about it.
5-year-old boy, he got his foot caught between the car and the edge of the platform, and the car moved, and all his toes ended up being amputated.
Ah!
1998, March 10th. The second accident was in 2003 when a 22-year-old man died after suffering severe blunt trauma and extensive internal bleeding in a derailment of the Disneyland Resort Big Thunder Mountain Railroad roller coaster.
10 other people were also injured. The ride went under investigation. There was never any lawsuit, but
It was put
I'm
right
sure
back
they
up on
paid
the
them
thing.
a large amount of money
My
to
jaw is
settle
on
it.
the floor. That
Football
boy
made it to the
toes
number
was
1
missing.
spot. So we're talking about a very recent accident that happened at Elton Towers.
It involved a 17-year-old girl by the name of Leah Washington. She was involved in a very serious accident on one of the rides, famously known as the Smiler. But nobody was smiling after this, because both of her legs were amputated.
So Leah was rushed to the hospital where she was only kept alive by life support machines. She was kept in intensive care. Along with her amputated leg, she also fractured her hand in the accident.
Now, currently, there's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
thought you said
in
3
progress
amputated
after the Alton
legs.
Towers did admit to being responsible for the crash.
I was way
the crash
back.
also involved 4 other people being seriously injured.
So weeks after that, there was another crash where 16 people were seriously injured. So there you guys have it. That was the top 10 scariest amusement parks.
And I'm scarred
I
for
was
life,
surprised
you know.
that
I'm sorry, man. Maybe you shouldn't have made this.
Kings
video.
Island wasn't on there at
So
all.
thanks a lot,
Yeah.
guys, for watching.
And it kind of makes me feel a little bit
Yeah,
better,
man,
honestly.
you guys
Because that's the
go
one we
back,
go
and
to.
we'll
That's the
see you
closest one
guys.
to
I'll
us.
see you guys
Besides
next
Kentucky
Friday.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Which actually, Kentucky Kingdom's a little bit closer. But
Yeah, but not by much.
I would definitely just much rather just go straight up and just go straight to Kings Island. But
Yeah,
anyways,
we've been to.
we've been to both.
One's in Mason, Ohio.
Yeah, that's Kings Island.
Okay. I didn't like that one. I mean, I did.
Kings Island. I like Kings Island because it's really, really big. Kentucky Kingdom is like, they have like a few roller coasters and then like maybe like 5 or 6. Like honestly, it's not much. But they mostly like their water park is a lot of. They have a good water park. So.
I don't do roller coasters. I was tricked and peer pressured into doing one. Do not get peer pressured. It's not worth it. I had extreme sunburn after a nice week in Orlando, Florida, and I went on this roller coaster that was on the inside, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it so y'all can shut up. I get on it, and no one said there was fire on the inside.
Fire.
So I thought I was dying on my first roller coaster ride, and then the sunburn. I have extreme sensitive skin.
Oh yeah.
The flame from the fire on my sunburn made it 10 times worse. Never will I do it again. And that was at where? Universal? Yeah.
Yeah, that was at Universal.
No.
They weren't on here either.
Huh?
They weren't on here either.
No, which is weird.
I really thought this was going to be like, I don't know why, but when we read the title, I thought it was going to be like videos of like, of the accidents happening or like remakes of the accidents.
Heather's a little psychotic.
And no, like that's just what I thought was going to happen. And then once they started describing it, I was like, oh, okay, like, I'm not going to have to see people die today.
Yeah. How did this not? Anyways, sorry, I get really sidetracked. But yeah, that was the reaction video to roller coaster theme park accidents.
If y'all enjoyed this, let us know, because I would definitely be down on doing more of these.
I want to do water
I kind of
park.
like the theme park, water park shit
like
that.
I don't do water slides either, so it's just not roller coasters.
Zach doesn't do it, nothing.
I can't swim. that little, what's it called? I can't swim. That's it. So, yeah, I don't want to drag it on too long. No, we are about to go to bed. It is 1:21 a.m. on
as you can tell, I'm yawning 20 times. But.
So, yeah, it's been a long day, especially for Heather. But with that being said, we are already working on the new vlog. The vlog just went out technically yesterday on the 27th. Make sure you go and like that. It's a little bit long. We're working on getting some things put into place where they're not as long and maybe more than one vlog a week. Clearly, we're busy people. So,
as you can tell.
Yes, the vlog was 2 hours, over 2 hours before it was edited. So, there's some things y'all didn't get just because we didn't want you all to have to watch 2 hours of a vlog. So, with that, thank you all for being supporters and enjoying the content and liking the content. We're growing every day, and it wouldn't be possible without you all. So, with that being said, I think we're going to go and let you all have a very good night or day whenever you see it. Like, I'm hallucinating, thought I just saw a little snaky snake on the ground. But
we gonna go to bed, y'all.
yes. So, y'all have a good night. Peace.